All right, looking at special products, we're looking at if we have a quantity squared or something special like that. You'll see when we go through examples. Now, the thing with special products is you can always FOIL them. You don't have to remember the shortcuts that I'm about to go over. You can always FOIL. So when in doubt, FOIL it out. So I'm going to say FOIL works. FOIL works. The first thing we're going to look at is a square of a sum. So if we have something that resembles a plus b squared, that's like saying that we have the group a plus b times the group a plus b. Now, when we FOIL that out, it works to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Now, why do we need to remember this? This is going to help things go a lot faster if we recognize that we have a sum or a square of a sum. So, sometimes it might be called a perfect square. A perfect square. So if we have 2z plus 2, the quantity squared, we're going to notice that this equals, if we look at our a squared plus b squared, we're going to notice that this is like saying 7z squared plus 2 times 7z times 2 plus 2 squared. Then when we do our exponent rules, we see that this is 49z squared plus 28z plus 4. And we've easily done this square of a sum, or this perfect square, without having to FOIL it out, because we know what the square of a sum represents. Now, we also have a special way to remember a square of a difference. If we have the group a minus b squared, that's like saying we have a minus b times a minus b. Now, this is very similar to a perfect square sum in that we have a squared, except now it's minus 2ab, but still plus b squared at the end. So if we have 3c minus 4, the group squared, we can say that that's like saying that we have the group 3c squared minus 2 times 3c times 4. Keep in mind we kept 4 positive here because we know we're working with the difference. We have a minus b, so in this case b is 4 minus 4 squared. So I'd have 9c squared minus 12, not 12, sorry, minus 24c plus, that was a plus, 16. So we have 9c squared minus 24c plus 16. That's our square of a difference, or a perfect square that's a difference. Now, when we have a product of a sum and difference, so if we have a plus b, the group a plus b times the group a minus b, also we could see it as the group a minus b times the group a plus b, here's where we're going to have a squared minus b squared. So if we have 9d plus 4 and 9d minus 4, we can say that we have 9d squared minus 4 squared, or 81d squared minus 16. This is also known as a difference of squares, and we'll see this a lot later on in the end of the chapter. Now, again, do I expect you to have these memorized, these 3 special products memorized? No, absolutely not. Why? Because you can still FOIL them. It's okay if you still go ahead and do all the FOILing. I don't expect that you have these memorized, but I wanted to show you these special products just in case you wanted to pick it up and go a little quicker. If we look at our practice problems on page 1144, we're going to look at 12 through 42 multiples of 3, no 21. So number 12 gives us a plus 10 times a plus 10. Now, if we notice that this is a square of a sum, we have a plus 10, the group squared. So we can remember that that's a squared plus 2 times a times 10 plus 10 squared, and say that it's a squared plus 20a plus 100. Now, if that's too much and you still want to FOIL it out, it still works. Watch. First, a squared. Outside, plus 10a. Inside, plus 10a. Last, plus 100. A squared plus 20a plus 100. See, you can FOIL or you can know your perfect or your special products. It's all the same. It's just more practice. Have fun.